Okay, in this video, we will answer the question such that in the long run, how much will managers in a competitive firm produce? So think about the logic or adjustment to equilibrium. For example, if price per unit is greater than long run average cost, then it means economic profit is earned and new firms will enter the industry to enjoy the economic profit. This increases supply, thereby driving down price and hence the profit until it reached zero. On the other case, if price is less than long run average cost, then firm will exit the industry. As firms exit, supply falls. You can imagine the supply curve shift to the left, and that causes price and profit to rise. So eventually, what happens in the long run equilibrium is price equal to long run average cost, and of course in that moment short run average cost. Therefore, profit equals zero. But then in the long run, the company drive its technology to minimize the production cost. So what actually happened to equal to price is the minimum of long run average cost. So what you see in the long run equilibrium is like here the condition quantity produced is such that price is equal to zero and price is equal to the lowest point or minimum of long run average cost and the relevant short run total cost. Of course, in that moment of when you see the long run equilibrium occur, in that specific period, also short run equilibrium happens too. And also the price is equal to long run marginal cost and short run marginal cost as companies are maximizing profit by equating price equal to marginal cost in the long run and short run, right? So only when economic profit is zero is a firm in long run equilibrium. If firms are earning negative profit, then firms will exit the industry, market supply will decrease, and price will rise to long run equilibrium level. If the firms are earning economic profit, then firms will enter the industry, market supply will increase, price will fall to the long run equilibrium level. So you can see this phenomenon in figure 7.8. Alright, let's look at figure 7.8, long run equilibrium of perfectly competitive firm. First, let's look at curve A prime. So the curve A prime, which is this yellow, thin yellow curve, U-shape, that is short run average cost curve. But think about the opposite case. Maybe before reaching this A prime, the company might have had smaller size of factory. So in the case, as the company has smaller capacity, and which means less technology to utilize more effective production, their short-run average cost might be greater for any output level compared to A prime. So maybe it was here, something like this, which is let's say B prime. As we are looking at smaller capacity with a smaller size of factory, then total output it can produce minimal, and the minimal average cost might be less amount compared to this A prime. So basically, you can think about the case for each short-run average cost curve like this one, B prime or A prime. But in the long time span, in the long run, company can figure out these variety of short-run average cost curve depending on the size of their factory or capital. So when they know this schedule of different B prime, A prime, or other short-run average cost curve, they can think about in the longer time period, sometimes they can rely on the specific factory size that accommodate B prime average cost schedule. But if they want to expand their capacity for production, they don't want to rely on the factory anymore that give higher average cost along B prime. They want to build out more factory, so their average cost curve shift to A prime, which generate lower average cost curve, average lower average cost for bigger quantity at here compared to previous one, right? So that's the logic. So in the long run, as company can utilize and juggle with different size of factory and try to achieve the lowest point along the so many short run average cost curve, the long run average cost curve is basically enveloped the small point of short run average cost curve that the company can explore. So long run average cost curve is envelope of the minimal or lower bounds of short run average cost curve you can think about. The same logic applied to marginal cost curve. So for example here M prime, that is short run marginal cost curve, which is steeper than this one, long run marginal cost curve. As company can change the additional cost by applying increased size of factory or fixed factor in a longer time span. So they can utilize lowered or reduced marginal cost as well. So long run marginal cost curve is less steep than short run marginal cost curve. And one thing more I want you to remember is that this curve G prime, that is flat in red ink, that is demand function faced by one individual company in perfectly competing market. And as you know, the price will be given here at the level where this curve hit the vertical axis, right? So at the given market price, individual company in perfectly competing market perceive the market situation as at the given price, there are infinite amount of quantity demanded from so many market customer. So individual companies' demand function is horizontal or perfectly elastic. Thanks for watching.